Broadside Books and Harper Audio present Fear Itself, Exposing the Left's Mind-Killing Agenda by Tammy Bruce. This is the author. Dedication. For Sydney, who taught me about unconditional love and the power of fearlessness. A quote from Frank Herbert's novel, Dune. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. Introduction. Something's not right. Something's not right. I've said that to myself many times in the last few troubling and tumultuous years. I bet you have as well. It's a plaintive remark made as we connect the dots between the abnormal cultural and political dumpster fires erupting all around us. It's also an acknowledgement that left-wing bullies who fancy themselves social and political masters of the universe have weaponized fear in a sinister effort to control us. They want to frighten us into cowering in the corner. So we let them restructure our society and dictate a new set of core beliefs they demand we embrace, confirming their imagined superiority in all things. They even demand we change how we speak and write language so they can change the way we think. The frenetic manipulation of communication, language, media, education, and politics by leftists in this country has gone on for so long and is now so embedded in the socio-economic machine that no matter when you hear this, I know you will be in the midst of an orchestrated effort to control your sense of reality. Whether it be war, a crime epidemic, a plague, civil strife, economic chaos, mental health crises, drug abuse, food and energy scarcity, or the always reliable climate change emergency, the system of government, media, big business, and education will be constantly at work keeping you afraid, unsure, exhausted, and living paycheck to paycheck. With the book's title, at first blush you might understandably think it's about a large political and cultural issue, the impact of fear on society, and you're right. But it's also a very personal issue. Fear is a psychological tactic discussed, contemplated, and implemented for thousands of years by grifters, sophists, politicians, tyrants, and other unsavory characters bent on control and power. This book is about all that, but only in part. What my research and experience reveal, and what I share with you in the chapters that follow, is that for Marxists and their leftist wingmen, inducing fear is the tactic with which to achieve their ultimate personal goal, killing your mind. Fear is supposed to be transitory. Killing your mind is forever. Our main epigraph perfectly illustrates this understanding. Frank Herbert's classic 1965 American science fiction novel Dune, like many of the novels referenced in the following chapters, presents some of humanity's most pressing philosophical and political issues using the immensely powerful literary mechanism of science fiction or fantasy. The use and impact of fear was not a new concern appearing in mid-20th century literature, but an ancient and primordial tool used against those who threaten the status quo by those who pathologically guard their power and control. For writers who experienced the scourge of World War II and the advance of fascism, exposing the weaponizing of fear became urgent, as it now is for us as we approach the end of the first quarter of the 21st century. If they can keep you in an unthinking fear loop, they can stop you from questioning or confronting them about the damage they heap onto society. There is one necessary component for the left's agenda to be successful: the annihilation of the ordinary person's personal courage, the trait required to withstand danger and fear. When courage is lost, with it goes the willingness to confront the powerful and malevolent. It is this conjuring of ancient mindless fear that tyrants have perfected through millennia, propelling us into action.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?